Hello, and welcome back to Ranked AtoZ, a series where I win with each pet in the game at level 3 from A to Z in Ranked versus mode. Today we're back in the revamped star pack, taking on a brand new tier 1 that is the Chihuahua. So the Chihuahua, at the start of battle, it will push the most healthy enemy one space forward, and it'll push that most healthy enemy more spaces forward at higher levels. This can be used really nicely in the early game with things like the Iguana, or maybe just to mess up your opponent's positioning a little bit, just like the Donkey. And then later rounds, you can use it with the Ibex, which is really nice because you'll target the healthiest enemy, and the Ibex will reduce that healthiest enemy by 70%. So that's pretty cool. The thing with Chihuahua is it's got some nice combos, but the issue with it is that it's kind of a... it's a pet where if your opponent knows you're running it, it loses value. So like the longer you have it on your team, the more they're going to be prepared for it, and then they're just going to play around it and reposition in a way where your Chihuahua is basically doing nothing. So for something like Ranked AtoZ here, it's not the greatest pet because I'm running a Chihuahua for the entire game, and my opponent knows I'm running a Chihuahua for the entire game because I haven't sold it. And because of that, it just makes things a little trickier for me with kind of trying to use it with things like, you just see I don't freeze the Iguana there. That's because I've had a lot of opponents in this. Oh, look at that positioning. Oh, you fool. You should have moved the Ox back. I think if you put the Ox in the 5th position there, it would have pulled it up to 3rd, and then he would have been fine. I can't remember if that's how push stuff still works. I can't remember. But like usually I've been running into issues where like I run in like Chihuahua, Iguana, and then my opponent's like running like Camel or something, and then that just completely destroys me. So that's why I didn't buy the Iguana last turn. They reposition a little bit, but we still take a win. I think we take a lot of early wins here, but this game goes down to the wire. And honestly, I think I could have played it better. Well, I don't think I could. I definitely could have played this better. But you know what I decided to pick up here? I pick up an early fairy iguana. Fairy armadillo. Now, fairy armadillo is a really fun pet. It's a really cool hurt thing, but if you're not careful, sometimes it'll just die, you know, and not get to trigger its ability. That's why I've kind of got the pug, level 2 pug behind it, get a level 2 in battle. Hopefully it can start scaling its own HP quickly. Unfortunately, because of the parrot here, it's going to die before it gets to activate its ability, and we take a loss there just barely, really close. We're going to go ahead and push for the level 3 pug just because, I mean, I might as well. Level 3 what? Level 3 plug. Level 3 pug can still do decently well in the late game, you know, turn your level 2 into a level 3. I do another terrible thing with the iguana here. If I hadn't moved that ox up, I would have activated my fairy armadillo's ability thanks to the deer and chili, so that's unfortunate. I mean, they've got deer, parrot, big ox. I mean, that's a really scary combo to go up against. I'm going to pick up the baguette here because I'm hoping to pull their ox to the front because they're refusing to reposition. They got the ox in 3rd position. Level 2 Chihuahua will bring that to the front, and then it will remove the melon with the baguette, and then I knock it out, and that's hopefully what's going to happen here. I put the stork behind it, hopefully to have just enough attack to knock it out after that. Let's see if my punter repositions. No, still in 3rd position, so we take out the melon, take that out as well. The chili, the deer does a lot of damage, but we finally get to trigger our armadillo there. Finally, geez, that took way too long. We had that thing for a few turns. And you know what? Screw it. We're going to invest super hard into it. We'll buy some lollipops. I think about going for the stork level here, but I decided I'd rather just sell it next turn for something better. And we'll just take a little bit more stats on the fairy armadillo as well. Now, 10... Oh, I think... Yeah, put on the fairy armadillo? No, put on the Chihuahua. Never mind. Yeah, 11 attack. I guess I really wanted to knock out the ox in one hit. Let's see if they reposition. No, they just put more stats onto it. And we have just enough attack to take it out again. Chili plus deer activates our armadillo again, and we take another win. So, you know, some opponents, they refuse to reposition. I don't know what they're doing. I think they actually, later in the run, they'll reposition. But for now, we're going to take these wins for free. And look at that, we almost got level 3 pug. That's awesome. And we're only 1 level away from the clownfish as well. And we're going to reposition a little bit and make sure the pug has value in battle with leveling up the clownfish, getting a little bit of stats onto that pet there. I think pretty soon I'm going to start taking some losses. Like I said, this game is up and down. Definitely could have played it better. I mean, I know I've played like over 300 games of ranked, but there's a reason I'm around 1,500. One, it's because of this challenge, but two, because I'm not the best ranked player, I'll be honest. I'll be the first to admit it. We do take some nice knockouts there, but we take a draw. They did finally reposition. They put their ox in 4th position, so I couldn't counter as hard. Even if, and the thing is, now that it's not at the front, the baguette's removing the melon, but then something's fanning in front of the ox and giving it back. But we go ahead and use the alpaca to get a level 2 saber-tooth here, and then we'll sell out of it for a Spinosaurus so we can start running a little bit of a summon thing going on now. Reposition to make sure I get both mammoths from the saber-tooth, but I think this Stegosaurus thing is going to be really helpful. Maybe I can look for more summons later. I don't know. I think the stats I'm going to get from this is going to really help me contend with the enemy team here. We once again take them to the front and let's freaking go, because now it's level 3 instead of level 2, and all these mammoth stats are going to be too much for my opponent, and they're down to 1 heart. So yeah, level 3 Chihuahua there messed up their positioning again. Yeah, it's that ox there. That ox is the scary thing on their team for me. The level 2 boar can be really scary if they start statting that up. I think it can really snowball my team. I don't really have a lot of attack outside of the Chihuahua. I don't really have any kind of HP reduction either with things like Phos or the Ibex, so that boar can really get out of hand if I'm not being careful. And guess what? I'm not being careful. I try to go for the kill just to invest into what I currently have. Well, you know, the reposition, they get huge stats on their ox. Great value out of that. We do get the mammoth stats here, and we get the trigger on the armadillo, but I don't think it's going to quite be enough because of the melon on their boar, and we take a loss. They've also got the fly in there now. Fly is super annoying for me to face, especially when we don't have any kind of what's going on. We kind of like snipes or anything to take it out, and that little bit of shit damage is going to be really annoying for my team to face. I decided to pick up a celery here on the Chihuahua. What was my reasoning behind that? I think I was attempting to position... I don't even remember. A lot of this, like, later turns. This was recorded like over a week ago. A lot of these later turns, a lot of me thinking about putting stats on certain pets. Now, so I couldn't be bothered to do the math again, so I'm sure there's a good reason for that. They pick up the snake here with the stakes, and they're kind of go for an Exodia kind of build, you know, the snake eye tiger kind of thing. And the snake there just absolutely decimates my team. They just get so many triggers, completely destroy me. And now it's looking real scary. So now I'm like panicking. I'm like, oh no, I got the Chihuahua to level 3, but I'm not already gonna lose. I decided to do some really bad position to try and make up for it. I think, you know what, maybe if I get more summons, I get more mammoth stats, and I can get more Spinosaurus stats by getting an extra summon. But I make a critical error here. I put the fairy armadillo in the front position. And you know what the issue with that is? They've got a snake, and my 10 attack fairy armadillo is going to give their snake so many triggers. I don't know what I was thinking here. Also, the popcorn on the armadillo sounds great. You know, get an extra summon for the Spinosaurus, but fairy ball's a tier 1, so if someone's a pill bug, like, what's the use of that? They're just going to completely destroy me here. Now, we do get the 3 mammoths here, but yeah, they're going to get so many stats on their board there, and we take a draw. At least we didn't lose this time, but man, that was not good. Take another baguette just to help me deal with their melons. I really should be looking for like a pepper or something on my Chihuahua. I think that'd help a lot, you know, the high attack on it. And we'll just take a little bit more stats and another summon from our Pug's popcorn. Hopefully that can get the job done. Let's find out right here. So once again, they've got the highest health enemy at the front, so my Chihuahua does nothing. Luckily, we get a Chihuahua there, so we get to destroy the zombie fly in 1 hit. But now I've got a shark on their team too. It's only level 1, but that can really get scary if I'm not careful. We take another loss. Oh gosh, we're down to 1 heart. I'm panicking. I'm not good at this game. I don't know how to play ranked. Oh no, what am I gonna do? I take a little more stats to try and protect me from the snake, and I pick up a pepper here just in case they leveled up their snake to level 2. I didn't want them to kill my Spinosaurus in 1 hit because it's kind of important. And finally, I do the smart thing and reposition to have the level 3 Spino with the Pug because that's way better than a level 3 Sabertooth. I don't know what I was thinking. Final battle, here we go. They still the highest health unit at the front, but the snake is only level 1. They get a lot of triggers here, but our Chihuahua is going to live long enough just to pop the melon from the boar. Our baguette's going to get rid of the melon from the flea. We're going to get a lot of stats from our level 3 Spino and the mammoth, and we take the win! Let's freaking go. That's a hard-fought battle right there. Chihuahua took me 5 tries. Next up would be Chimera, unless the update comes out before that. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, do a little generic stuff. I'll catch you guys in the next video, but until then, as always, stay true.